Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here, welcome back to another video. Do you see this man on the right of the screen? This beautiful man on the right of the screen, Boss Superman. I hate this man. I despise him with all my heart. So, what's the problem with this guy? I mean, the only thing that they didn't do was give him a super shield, because if he also had a super shield, boy, this would have been some fights. But what he does is basically totally ignores dot damage, so you're not able to deal dot damage to him, which means for the pay-to-win players they can't use Beta Club to kill him, and for the free-to-play players they're not gonna be able to use the League of Anarchy team to kill him, or the Batwoman, the drone team. Though that might work because it's hazard dot damage. Not sure about that one. But yeah, regardless, you can't really use dot damage against him. Next thing that he's gonna do is gonna be fortified. He's gonna have maxed out defense. And also, he's not gonna allow you to bypass that defense in any way, shape or form, but by reducing the defense. In order to reduce the defense that he has, you need to inflict a debuff on him, either burning effect or defense reduction debuff. His special 1, upon use, will remove all the debuffs that are inflicted upon him, alongside any defense reduction you might have done, or any Raven debuffs you might have done, so yeah. I hate him. I hate him so much. Fought him on both of the accounts, none of them was a pleasant experience. And to be fair, I think here I should have done maybe another combination of Kinfly and Sakuin, but I was still unaware that I still had Raven available at the point of playing those fights. Those were like the last 3 fights, and I was still not aware that there was Raven. I'm using just Igakumen here for no reason, basically, because before entering this fight I knew he was fortified, but I didn't know that he also does not allow you to you armor pierce some basic attack hits to him, and that's like the dumbest concept, because the enemy has high defense, then you counteract that by armor pierce some basic attack hits for this team specifically, and it's like, that's, well that doesn't work. Then why? Why is that stat present in the game? Why am I able to have armor pierce some basic attack hits when whenever I want to use it against fortified opponents, they're immune to armor pierce some basic attack hits? What's the point of that stat in the game at this point, my dudes? I really feel like it's weird when we have a stat like defense and it's supposed to be balanced by ways to counter it. It's like, it's defense, but you can't really counter it, or at the very least not like this. And also, if I wanted to reduce his defense with classic Superman, whenever he used special 1, all the debuffs that I inflicted on him would be removed. This man is so entertaining and fun to fight, am I right, guys? I got him pinned in the corner, we're gonna do some basic attack hits here. And yeah, the Justice team did well enough considering that they're hitting at a brick wall of 75% defense. But yeah, that's the best we could come up with this team. And then I figured I have Raven available, so let's go, let's try to use Raven. We have Silver Banshee available as well. Problem is, he also removed from himself the Silver Banshee debuff alongside with any darkness that I'm gonna inflict on him, so this is gonna be fun. Though granted, I could have played this a little bit better from the start, because as I'll go on with the fight I'll realize a few things. And yeah, there's special 1 because he had capacity enough hits so he could override my jump attack and use 3 hits in that time frame into a special, so he removed darkness, he removed the ability disabling debuff, so that's great. There's special in there, Raven back in there, special 2. Yeah, this was the mistake, as I shouldn't have used Raven special 2 or Silver Banshee special 1 at any point, because this man's got only 2 abilities, because the super shield is gone, and that's great, but him having only 2 abilities, it means he should have only 1 disabled at all times, because if I don't keep 1 disabled at all times and I keep 2, then the 3rd special is gonna not be able to disable anything, because at the point where it's used, all of the abilities that are available to be disabled are gonna be disabled. So instead of having to use 1 special to get 1 disable, I would have to use 3 specials to get 2 disables. So that sucks. So the game plan for this is basically to just not use special 1. Also, I messed up the tag in there. I tagged him straight into the third special, which was not ideal. We lost all the darkness again, and the debuff that pretty much makes him get his abilities disabled. So this fight went terribly wrong, but it's gonna be fine. Here we're gonna pick up the pace most likely and kind of try to learn from our mistakes, and in the 1 minute we have left, try to finally play well. Finally play like a human this fight. Special 2 in there for darkness stacks, and there we go, boys. There we go, peak performance. It took me only 2 minutes to figure out how dumb I was and why I was so dumb, but finally we're here. 5 darkness stacks, building up some combo, third special. That's only 5 mil, but that's fine because it was not really on a disable. There we go, 10.4 mil, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. Looks like it's pretty promising, he's gonna go down eventually. Another third special, there we go, 10.5. And keep in mind that I'm struggling so much, though I'm able to execute a tag from a block and lock him in there like this. Like, it's gonna be a pain if you can't lock this dude into an infinite combo or something like that. Boy, I don't even want to imagine. Our third special, there we go, 10 mil. Yeah, he was low on health, like that's the saving grace of this fight for now, but as we get into higher heroics, that's gonna complicate things a little bit. Moving on to the next fight, I had a cleanup fight to do against Boss Shazam here, and I'm using the Batman Ninja team. We're going to be able to reduce his armor. He's got high armor, and I think he disables healing, not sure. We'll see as soon as we use the special too, if he also does that. But other than that, I don't think he does anything. He's quite common choppable after 2 hits. You can do it even after 1 hit, but it's gonna be so much easier after 2 hits, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Yep, he also disables healing, that's fine. Common chopped again. Another third special. 2 hits, combo chopped again. And he did a swipe down. With some characters that you combo chopped after 2 hits, they're gonna be able to be caught after the swipe down because you just do a swipe right of yourself and they're not gonna block in time after their swipe down. Shazam seems to be blocking in time, so the swipe down after 1 hit is a problem. Though it doesn't occur often enough so that we need to worry about it too much. 2 hits, combo chopped. There's special in there again. 2 hits, combo and chopped. 2 hits, combo and chopped. Into 1 lesser special. There we go. Sam's down. And as usual, we got garbage rewards. If you missed that, it was Nightmare Batman and Amulet of Arcade. Now for the next one, we're gonna fight boss Green Arrow here, and we're gonna use Batwoman the Drowned. The Batwoman the Drowned on this count is gonna be 3 stars, and she's gonna have level 4 Dark Metal cards and 1 gear only. We have crit damage, we have a decent amount of crit damage, but we don't have crit chance, so that means she will need to be tagged in at all times in order to get the crit on the dot damage. And we're trying to get some damage increase with Zatanna, and we got lucky in this fight with the free specials from the second special, but still I don't feel like we are getting lucky with the power steals. Also, it will be a little bit rough to combo and chop this minute because he's quite fast, and I'm not yet comfortable with Batman the Drowned basic attack hits, really. Zatanna back in there, second special. That did power steal in her defense. That did not power steal and reduce the cost of a special that's disabled. Or no special at all at that. And we got hit there, which depleted our power even further, which sucks. Combo and chop again. I think here is where I'm waiting for super move, like just get it out of the way. It's gonna heavily increase my damage. So we're at 4 point something. He's also got super move, I'm gonna try to match it with my own. We were basically at 4 mil before the super move, and now we're at 1.1 mil chill. We're not critting, that's the problem here. As soon as we could, we'll be able to see a difference. Zatanna not power stealing again. And finally power stealing a bit. She power stole a fair bit on this tag, and so we're not gonna be really able to tell the difference that the super move makes. You just have to trust me on this one. It does make a difference, makes a big difference for her. Because he double buffs her with the usual super move amount, and then buffs all the Dark Metal characters, which she is a Dark Metal character herself. You can even see there that there are like 2 buffs from the super move, the second and the third, when she's in there. And we're at 5.7 mil dots damage per second, which is a decent amount, no complaints here. I think we're not at max buff stacks with Zatanna. I think there's room for one more special to buff, but I'm not gonna use 4 more specials until I get 1 more power steal so I get buffed. So, yep, we're gonna get back into the final form. I keep saying final form. I don't know how you guys say it yourselves or prefer to say it, but considering that this is the most watched in Just a Mobile channel at the moment, let's just call it final form, okay? We can all agree, we can all handshake with our cocks that the final form is gonna be the definition of what happens when you fill the crisis bar. It just sounds cool, okay? Sounds cool. And for the last fight, we're gonna fight Boss Flash here, and we're going to use the Harley Quinn team with the EPI and Predator Batman. I'm gonna mention it again because I get questions from time to time. Why did you 7-star Predator Batman? Is he that good of a character? He is a decent character, but I'm 7-starring him so that I get more levels on his special too. Because that allows me to have a longer stun duration, and a little bit of a longer stun duration guarantees that I'm gonna be able to deal dots damage on a stun target on every single one of my swipes. Because sometimes with the level 70 Predator Batman, sometimes you miss it on that last swipe. It's not enough time, it's not good enough time, not good enough gameplay on your part maybe, and you're not gonna every single time get the last hit on a stun. And with a higher level, we're gonna get it every single time. And unless I mess it up like I did last time. And that's definitely worth it. That's definitely good stuff. That's definitely adding a lot of damage to the fights. And I think it needs to be a few more levels to guarantee it every single time. But yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'm gonna try to post 2 times a day yet again. Streams should be coming soon enough, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.